Okay. Hello everybody, I'm GHP, and welcome back to Danganronpa. Trigger, Happy, Havoc. Now, in the last episode, we escaped the trash pit, obviously, and a lot of other things. But now it's time to investigate to figure out the last class trial. So we should be at the end of the game. Or close to it, at least. All the doors have been unlocked. We can go wherever we want, but we have to... If we can't figure this out, we all die. So, I guess I'll start by taking another look at Miyukuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Miyukuro Ikusaiba, God, I'm sorry I keep saying I hate the name, but I just hate having to say it. They will know who the mastermind is. So, where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess just start looking at the rooms were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the biolab, the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it, that's where I was planning to go first. And the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, alright? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder. Which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Places to check. Yep, they're open. The gate's open. We can finally check the second floor of the dorms. Which means I have to do it. Let's take a look at it. Good God. This is the second floor of the dorms? Looks like some ancient ruin. Or no, it's more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up here or something. Good Christ. I can't look down too far, but that is blood. Good God. More blood? Holy Christ. Bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore. It's just garbage. Nice. I opened the door just to crack, glanced aside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Okay. Not much to do here, so I guess I'll leave again. There's this door. This is a bathroom, right? Yeah, the bathrooms. This is a girl's bathroom. Even in a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in. Oh, come on, you ain't been in a girl's bathroom? During the summer when I had to clean the entire school, I had to go in there and clean the place. This place is clean. It's not much different from the boys. Just they have extra stalls and 0 urinals. What is this? Locker room? This room is filled with lockers. Must have been for the Hope's Peak students who came before us. Class before ours must have used these lockers. I wonder if I can get this, open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. But that must be how to get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms for the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean... Well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader. And then... no luck. Maybe the locker's owner can open it. Which means none of us can do it. Looks like this locker is already broken. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. There's no way to get it open. Jesus. What happened in here? All busted up and everything. I can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even gonna bother trying. Okay, leave. Like, what happened here? An office? This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It feels more like a adult atmosphere.
Correct.
Ah, hello. It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? What do you mean? Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. Not much I can look at. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However...
There's not much, though. Nothing we don't already know.
In other words...
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points of some kind of group. Points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy, which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
However...
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there?
Whew.
But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the headmaster is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
Correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have. The ultimate despair. 1, 2, 5. Okay. No, I didn't mean to try to do that. I meant this. A leather chair. Can't imagine a student using something like this. It must have been the headmaster's. I can see a hidden door there. It's obvious. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something? It's a hidden door.
So...
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. Ooh. A breeze?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space to the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
Very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm sure you can even call it. I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However...
But I don't have a clue what the password might be. And all I know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. Didn't Monokuma say a bunch of stuff? You're right, that's not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. Learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. But I think of how much time I wasted on this. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. Password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of. Or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Sorry, I was just trying to think of the password, what it might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password but it's most likely it. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea would never even occur to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name, but if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know what your guess is wrong. Okay, in that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself and turned to the face of the monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling as I finished typing it in. And then it opened. Oh my god, who would have guessed? What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Like, it's just how it works. You think it ain't gonna be that, it's most likely that. Kyoko. Let's go in. See where this leads. What? Hey, Kyoko. Uh-oh. I see that photo. I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Photo! I'd better check out the... fine. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why, do you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Is it gonna be his head? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. It's gonna be his head. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath and took a hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... He screamed anyway. Kyoko's device was no use. I let out a trembling cry. Ah. A skeleton. I thought it was just going to be his complete head. I was kind of right, in a way. What was in the box? It was just bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, that's how you ruin someone's day. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones!
Wrong.
Well, not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box? Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on. How can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So the same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, he's somewhere in the school right now. It's a very... yeah. I'm sure I told you already, but this killing game began with 16 participants and all of the high school students. The only people who can take a single step into the Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. Alter Ego said the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume.
In other words,
Oh my god. That most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. No, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all the ties, but was that all there was to it? I give up on some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing something... Oh, good God. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Hidden room present. Now can I look at the photo? Huh? This picture. Oh my god, it's adorable. It's all faded, and it must be pretty old. How is her hair color that, and her father is like black haired? It makes no sense. I mean, it could be from her mother's side. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko. Surprised. It's been a while since I've seen that. Or is it the first time?
why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past. And yet... I should have took a photo of that. To now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Crap. That was a bad screenshot. Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Got it. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time. He must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself to get him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time, he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Photo of Kyoko and Headmaster. Headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
Because...
Never let anything get in the way of investigation. I don't. Okay, then if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Ooh! It's a card, in case of emergency. Huh? Is this? It's an e-handbook. Wait. Right? And has a label on it that says, in case of emergency. I'd found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words...
A handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is. I think you're probably right. It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Huh? But, Kyoko. I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then, I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Like, Makoto is just so worried about her. Just so worried. And she's just brushing it off. Or she really cares about that he cares about her, but she's just trying to act like she's brushing it off, you know?
Hey,
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? Depends. A favor? What is it?
so...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. And I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but...
Hey,
Could you leave? Huh?
correct.
Just for a little bit. Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko? Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just a second.
I need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. You know, you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you're going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. The problem can't be solved so easily. You're right. I'm sorry.
Anyway...
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Okay. I guess it's time to leave here and continue searching. Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. Bones. To find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the headmaster, the mastermind, performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. The one leading the Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope's Peak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the mastermind, the headmaster, God, I can't, is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, he's somewhere in this school right now. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Which means the mastermind's true identity is... Yes, I'm not reading that again. 15 of us met in the main hall. Add Mukuro to the mix and you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So, the ones still left alive are... me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. Then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. I don't understand what you're putting down. Not much I got out of that. I mean, there's a lot I got out of it, but I don't understand what he put together. Okay, that's all there is to do up here. Basically, these 2 floors that things weren't open. Okay, the data center and the headmaster's office wasn't open. And the biolab. I want to see what's in that Monokuma thing. Hey, Hina.
Hey, Makoto.
Ah, Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured if all the doors in the school had been unlocked, that one should be open too, right?
But...
Although I can't bring myself to open.
I mean...
Because it might explode, right? And that really sucks, so you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Yeah, I'm fine with opening it. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Ah, wait, let me take cover. I don't want to get exploded. You're fine. Hina raced over to the nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay. Right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it. Good Christ. But the door opened much easier than expected. Nice. Ooh, the control room for Monokuma. There's no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was, whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. It's what controls Monokuma, right? That only makes sense. What is this device? Looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top, though. Like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Hifumi'd probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit. So, the Monokuma room was a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then, could that mean...
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it. Or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just... Or whatever, something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, it came from the other room. Hina? What did you press? What did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was in that one button that says Data Center. Ah. I took a good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, which each of the name of the room set to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center, that's right next door. And it sounded like Monokuma popping up. The room we were just in. That's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably better go check it out. Yeah. Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now. So I'll just cheer you on from over here. You're being very, pushy towards me to go and die. Return to the data center? Yes, sir. There's gonna be a Monokuma standing there, right? Did I just hear what I think I heard? Yep. Is that Monokuma? Just standing there. He's so tiny. Hey! Ooh, give me all your donuts. Is that you, Hina? What? Oh man, busted. How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? It's some kind of remote control camera kind of setup. You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
I guess what I found. A self-destruct button. Please don't. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Oh man. Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside is the Monokuma control room. Obviously. Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. I mean, that obviously it gives that away, so there has to be someone here controlling. Whoa, hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? What you were controlling just now, it was Monokuma.
Huh?
Monokuma? What, for real? Yep, it looks like that control panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. Mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words,
Hey,
maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Ah. Kyoko's theory was right. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true, I am not reading this again. Then the mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student. No, it can't be. There's no way, right? Monokuma's control room. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. Oh, no. It's nothing. Oh, yeah, okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh, well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something. You're very paranoid. I can't say it isn't possible, but I really hope it's not true. So, like, you want to leave soon? There's a lot of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you want to get going? Yeah. Not much you can look at. There's a hatch. What's wrong, Makoto? Let's hurry up and get out of here. There's a hatch. Do you not see it? Hatch. Fine. Click. As soon as the door is closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? The door. It's locked on its own. What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right. It's locked. But why? Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted. Monokuma!
Just a second.
Hey, no fair, you can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if the room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving. Then that room,
Yep.
as you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So right now, you're being operated by someone in that room.
Yes, indeed.
Correctamundo.
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there, and we didn't see anyone. Did you not see the trap door? Or the hatch I was trying to look at? No matter what, I wouldn't have been able to look at it because she would have kept saying, go check something out or something. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? I knew there was a hatch and the mastermind, whoever you are behind that, is hiding down there, or was. Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? I tried. No way. Hatch on the floor? Too bad, that was your one big chance and you blew it. I legit tried like 3 times. Of course, the hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace! He's gone, but... Was he telling the truth? The mastermind's been hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
Then, when I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna run around and tell everyone that what we found here. Nice. You got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later. Hina took off at a full sprint. And I have to do what I can too. There's only one. That's the only way to move forward. Good Christ, I cannot read. Now where's the bio lab? It's on this floor, right? What is this? I think it's on the top floor. Oh yeah, the headmaster's office. I doubt we'd be able to go in there, right? Ooh. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this would be my first time seeing it for myself. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. Not a lot to look at.
Come on.
Hey, Makoto,
Not possible.
are you ignoring me? You think I'll forgive you just before you?
Such ignorance.
When we get out of here, remember this moment. What? Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? Maybe. What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. Class number 78, student roster. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class number 78, student registry. It contains profiles of all of us, and Miyukuro.
So, in other words...
Apparently, class number 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Miyukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
Oh, it did say that. That's right, it also mentioned class number 78. I didn't even notice that. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers,
In other words...
there can be no doubt Miyukuro was a student here at Hope Spring Academy, just like the rest of us. Miyukuro Ikisaiba, 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumbled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Miyukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
So, in other words...
So, in other words, when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Miyukuro that we still didn't have. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report, put together by the headmaster himself.
Interesting.
I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Miyukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background... Oh, is that her? She looks weird. And in the background, an entity floats, close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. I'm guessing Miyukuro was a part of the Ultimate Despair group. I'm just guessing, but I can only assume. Whatever it is, Miyukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it, just like I thought. I have a bad feeling about this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Miyukuro's behavior too. It's just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Yeah, she tried to kill Makoto. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students, after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Miyukuro was a part of the Ultimate Despair? I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. I mean, I kind of suspected it, but I really didn't have any proof to say, oh, I kind of think this. I mean, I could have said it, but I didn't start thinking about it until I started learning that the Ultimate Despair was kind of a group. But wouldn't that mean Miyukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So, why? Why would they kill Miyukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be so afraid of what Miyukuro is capable of. They wouldn't have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the mastermind is even stronger than Mikuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before? Yep. She looks real strange. A girl who seems to be included as part of our class number 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5'7", 72 pounds. God, tiny! And even lists her vitals. 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me? Like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse, and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean... Wait, is he trying to say... There's a chance the body isn't actually Mikuro? Is that what he's saying? I mean, you can obviously see hair. It's brown. That picture of Mikuro had black hair. Characters in video games are so dumb. Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So, I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Mikuro's profile. And one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice? From me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
The cost of the faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch. But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind. Thanks. Okay, now I can look at whatever I want without you interrupting me. Okay. Apparently that's us. It has profiles on me and everyone I met at the beginning. Even Mikuro. And part of the ultimate despair. Which means her and the mastermind should have been allies. But then, why should the mastermind kill her? Weren't they friends? Camera, a bunch of papers. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow, it makes me feel anxious. There are trophies and even a shield in the display case. Okay, it seems to be useless in here now. Okay, I need to go to the bio lab, which is on the 5th floor. Also, that person's body. I do not believe that that's Mikuro. I actually still think that she is the mastermind. Somehow, I believe it. Raw. Alright, what do we have in here? Ugh. Well, here I am in the biolab. So cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? Ugh, so cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. Ugh. Ugh. I'm guessing the freezer? There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left, there's a bunch of blue glowing lights. But on the other side, what? Very helpful, my guy. There are icicles hanging from the monitor. I'm surprised the surveillance cameras can work with how cold it is in here. I don't see what could be causing this. There's some kind of weird machine. And that's it. I've seen kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge or for storing dead bodies. Oh. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left open. Or not have anything in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. But there's only 6 of us left. So there's still 1 student left. Which would be Mukuro, which I kind of assumed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which those of who have died. Tab. Not much. There's some kind of, yeah, blah, blah, blah. The ones on the left. The right hand lights are off. Can you put it together, like, for real? Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. Looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternate to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germical lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethynyl something gas. Simply insert something and the blue light will let you know the automated system's been activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum setting. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge. Well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It's a kind of makeshift morgue. The biolab secret. And about those lights by each slot, it looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue, another one of the victims is biolab lights. I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. Okay. Should still be here. And it's not here. Huh? It's gone. Mukuro's it's not Mukuro. It's not here. I mean, probably this thing. The Monokuma flyer. Is it true? Does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? Well, I don't think it's related to the case, so I guess. Okay. I'm sure there's more around. Like where and what? Maybe the body's inside the tool shed. Better check just to be sure. Could be. No, I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. But if it's not in here either, it must be. Could it be in the biolab? But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. A tarp played a key role in another case, so I'd better look at it. Killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? Biolab! Ooh, I didn't notice this before. There's a small stamp in one of the corner of the tarp. It says Biolab? Then this originally came from the Biolab, which is with the tarps I saw in the Biolab. Tarp. Where could the body be then? That's all I really needed to check here. I guess it's time to go look at the dojo. And then go back to the Biolab. Figure something out. Oh, hey, what's up? Oh, Toko. So this is where you were.
What do you want?
Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? Why is that her thinking? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not a single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have to have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of ordinary here. Give it back. Give me back my precious time. Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're going to call me useless. Good for nothing. Nobody's going to say that. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there's any clues here, so I'm gonna get going. Yeah, goodbye. Alright, time to check the Biolab again, because I have a feeling there's something going on there. I just went in a circle. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of them lately. I'm guessing here is basically useless right now. There's some kind of weird... Yeah... This is one of those fridges they put dead bodies in. I've seen it on crime shows and stuff. So, is everyone who's died? Then does that mean since Mikuro's body disappeared from the garden, could it be in here? I need to check, but I have no idea how to open this thing. Didn't it say in the handbook? Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. Instruction manual. Read all this. Okay, instructions. I have no idea how to open it. And I was supposed to come in here right after getting the, this. Right after getting that, I was supposed to come in here. But I didn't know that. So now I can open up the locker. Your handbook. Is this something about a standalone in the corner? Wait, yeah, there. Let's give it a try. I took the emergency handbook and ran it across the card reader, and there we go. Finally, progress. Alright, just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we got inside. This thing is practically empty. There's something, though. There's just one thing. It looks kind of a pocketbook. Yeah, there we go. Finally. I saw an image of that. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. My throat is killing me. But there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I better take a look. Looks like a girl's handwriting. And all the letters are spread out evenly. Even like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really something. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook. It looks more like a notebook. But my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there. Words I'd heard before. What? There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. This is Kyoko's. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he had to say. What he said. The point is to keep our the student prodigies safe. To keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. It's the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if it belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. And she had said she hadn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I mean, remember, her mind was erased, remember? I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. She happens to be the headmaster and my father. What does all this mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, question marks spinning around through my mind. Just started spinning much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Despair walks among us, and so we survive. I didn't get to read it at all. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? There's a second despair. Can't imagine. Okay. Okay. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Oh, okay. Looks like the locker open. Now let's see what we got inside. No, it doesn't say. Fine. This is something. Looks like this locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. Yeah, I was about to say it's a crystal ball. Crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. Is this our stuff or something? There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. And dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Now, not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. The moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have let evaporate. There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written, Yashihiro Hagakure. Whatever. It was Hiro. So, is this our Hiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes. Which would mean he attended classes here? They can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to this school at the same time as the rest of us. And we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. I'm thinking about something. I don't like it. So what is this notebook? I don't trust it. Just 3 things. Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards? But wait, aren't those used for fortune tellings? It's just a coincidence. No, ain't no way. Only 3 things, okay. Why'd I keep pressing that? But the more I see them, less sense it makes. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So, why am I seeing this? Why are these things in lockers that look like they belong to people here? Notebook that seems to belong to Hiro, and a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. Has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find out, I need to keep moving this investigation forward. And I have to believe in everyone. Okay, leave the area. I don't know what else I can do. Class trial, I guess.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint.
Really?
For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious, there's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? There you are. Oh, hey Hiro. Makoto. Why'd you act so surprised? Oh, no reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What'd he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hiro, wait! There's no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hiro? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? I am alone. And comes Monokuma.
I am Monokuma!
Hello, welcome, hello. Welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. Oh, envelope. Okay. This must be the envelope. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Okay. Monokuma's cryptic words don't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. And what I found was a single photograph. All the ones that are... Wait, no? This is... everyone alive. Except for... Makoto. Celeste, Mondo, Leon, Seku. Yeah, everyone except Makoto. It features a bunch of faces I recognize exactly well. Extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Okay. Wait, but there's also someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Which would mean, well, obviously it's Mikuro, whatever. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room, and we looked at the file. At that file, Mikuro Ikesaba. Then this. So. Okay, the theory that I've always thought of is kind of being pushed a little, but it's kind of hard to say. Then this girl. What? Why? Why is Mikuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. I don't see Makoto anywhere. I mean, if Makoto's there, cool, but I don't see him. I see everyone else, but I don't see Makoto. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. Yeah, I'm the only one not in there. And the picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me not to be in this picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till we got here. But if the picture is real, then could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is... How long you gonna keep up this rambling something of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're kinda getting in the way standing there, you know. So, I mean, get out. But, how strange. I told you, I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. And he broke again. Guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. Group photo. This is so confusing. My brain hurts. I'm losing brain cells. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. So confusing. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? I doubt he could put a fake photo like that together. It's a little too real. Just a little too real. But it looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Like, yeah. Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. I'm guessing go to the whatchamacallit place? Kitchen? Diner? Place? Whatever. My brain cells are just being shot out of my brain. There's Aoi. So, this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you. Makoto! What? Sorry, gotta go. What? She ran off so fast I didn't even have time to ask her to stop. Hina, why? Why won't you talk to me? What is happening? Hito is avoiding me. Now Hina is avoiding me. I don't like where this is going. I think I know where this is going, and I don't like it. I need to go find Kyoko. Is she still up here? There's all kinds of stuff I want to talk to her about, but more time? I decided to visit the biolab one more time. And the first thing I saw when I got there was her passed out again. Huh? Toko? Oh. She opened one. Toko, are you okay? No. No. She's not dead, is she? How's it going? It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold. I think I might catch a cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will.
I see.
What? I was asleep? Ah, must have fainted again.
Uh-huh.
I bet you were standing there staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't.
Have
Oh.
you reached that certain age?
Oh, then what? Hot and bothered, straight up horny. Okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know, last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What'd you do to Miss Morosia? Oh, that's right, your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo bazinga. We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate.
You SOB!
And don't say it like it's a bad thing, it's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory. No, it's more like half. Genocide Jack's memory. Okay. But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now, or I'll slit your throat. I don't know, I'm sure Byakuya is around somewhere, doing his own investigation.
Yes, yes.
By himself? I assume so.
Oh,
I knew it.
Fire.
I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. Cool. Toko shut off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point of asking Genocide Jack anyways. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. Well, there's obviously a body. The fridge. It's open. I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out. Kyoko!
Right.
She faints so easily. Kyoko!
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
Listen, about this room. Oh, yeah,
It would seem...
it's a morgue. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and, well, there you have it. You knew she fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here then when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem...
I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why's everything gotta be so difficult with her?
Anyway,
we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. Suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Miyukuro's body is in here. Miyukuro's corpse? Miyukuro's body is in the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The Mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So,
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right, Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then,
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know if as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there? That's it? Cool. Do-do-do-do-do. I should ask Kyoko about the group photo. Yeah, she's in the back there, behind Chihiro and Junko. Next to Toko, though. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier.
whew,
You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
because
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here, looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she? Right. Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. It's a fridge meant for storing dead bodies. I can't do it. I can't look inside. Such a wimp, I swear.
whew, because
Okay. On the left side of the but those aren't.
it would seem
The blue light comes on when a slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around the number of lights on there, including Yukiro's, there's 9 in all. 9 lights. Biolab lights. I mean, that's obvious. You can't get that tarp unless you are one of the masterminds. Right. You know, I've been thinking about this tarp. I've seen this tarp somewhere before. You have. Ah, same one I found in the guarding tool shed. If I remember, that tarp, it had a stamp that said Biolab. And that's the tarp that would be used to clean the camouflage of the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there. Tarp.
whew,
Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So, did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then, what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. And it still says that because it's not Miyukuro. And it's just all a lie. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife which completely through the body. They had also been struck in the back of the head with a thick metal pipe. The body was covered with wounds and needed several days. It never does say anything about a fatal wound that caused the death. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because
All the Monokuma file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see it. Well, wait. It said there were old wounds before, didn't it? Didn't it? I'm losing my mind. I guess I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old. Yeah, I guess.
However,
But that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever. Like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
so then,
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
at the very least.
Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
Right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words,
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of those possibilities. Of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. Cool! I lost 10 brain cells.
hey,
So, if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier when I was looking at the Miyukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
so
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right? You remembered all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then,
indeed.
and don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
Indeed.
Our victim in this case is without a doubt Yukiro Ikasaba. But how though? Legit, how? That makes no sense. I mean, anyone can dye their hair, but I doubt that's what... I'm hurting. But look at her, it's black hair, and you saw it as a brown hair. It can't be that mask, because that thing must have burned up.
And
I'm losing brain cells. Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
so then,
And it looks like we have no further business with Yukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh wait, are you not gonna put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like that?
why?
Sad. Did you forget she was our enemy once? Part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still.
whew,
You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. For someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
so then,
I think we've all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations? Hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. Yeah. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now... Hey, Kyoko. I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
what?
Go ahead then. How is it? Have you really not seen your dad ever since you got here?
What? So,
What do you mean? Well, you know those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
indeed.
I do, yes. But to get into any of the lockers, you need a handbook, whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using the emergency
I
handbook,
see.
the one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, do you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because,
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I mean, we could test a theory. Go close it, use your handbook, open it, boom. Can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. But if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
What? If that's true,
Could that mean that video is real too? Video?
Makoto.
I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although, I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own 2 eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can...
So...
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker?
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll make perfect sense. It'll all make sense. A DVD? And it says...
So...
I found it in the hidden room after you left.
Anyway...
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now, but I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. Interview DVD.
Makoto.
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Ramble?
In other words...
So it turns out the arrangements I made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
However...
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less about if my father had found happiness.
Why?
So why does it bother me so much to know he suffered? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it. But her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So, that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
But keep this in mind. There is only ever one absolute truth, whether that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then...
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind the final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I better get going myself. I got the DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth. But no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose. Progress! Okay, let us see. I should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, I better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen. I stared at the black, and it must have been only a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then, all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka. It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
Why does that voice sound so familiar? The voice I heard was a man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation.
Why does that sound so familiar?
I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute.
This is hurting my brain. I recognize that voice, but I can't pinpoint it.
It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You're gonna have him talk, but not her? Wow. You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in the school? Except... What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
I am losing so many brain cells. As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood up until now. But this, only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted it so bad she tried to frame me for murder. So, why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. What? Huh? What I saw was me. Brain cells are all gone. Impossibly, undeniably me. My brain has just completely broke in half.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having this, what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But the I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. And I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said yes?
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
My brain is hurting so much. Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Byakuya, Toko, Hina, everyone. They all said they agreed to live to this school forever. And then Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She'd sat down with the headmaster at Hope's Peak Academy, her father. When she asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, The monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor, the DVD player itself apparently turned off. Which of course meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say
Aw,
what?
you douche. Oopsie, looks like it broke. Out of service. What? It just so happened to break just now?
Too bad.
Now then, when doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right? Failure my ass. You cut the power on purpose. I hate him so much. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, I'd just be more as the same. He asked them the question, and they all said yes. I couldn't help myself. I let a huge expirated sigh. But as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too. And when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. Disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back to it now, at the point of my memory was gone. At the time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine what happened. It happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. A convenient outcome. Something that seemed too obviously work in favor for the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... Interview DVD. Dong bing bong.
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is a promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again. Because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
It's about to begin again. Class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. Okay. I'm going to end it there. Or should I go on until the wrap-up happens? I should probably do that. I guess I'm the first one this time.
Makoto,
You're early, Makoto. Hello.
listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. But where's everyone else? Aren't they here yet? Why aren't they here yet? Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said... There we go. Byakuya. But Byakuya? Oh, they're all avoiding me as well. They arrived one after another, but they're all in the same state of shock. I'm confused. Hina? Hito? Silence. And it wasn't any normal silence. It was a deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial.
You called for me and so I appear. Oh, I'm on fire!
Strong silent master is so wonderful. So cool. So hot, my loins are ablaze.
Yes!
Now listen, everything will be just fine if you leave it to me.
My beautiful
With my scissor-sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gorge the Shiv, the master of evil. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. If it's what master wants, it can be a boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. Hello. Where am I? No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. Is everyone here? Oh, and wearing our gloomy ghost faces, I see.
Well now.
Okay, well then, let's begin!
Thrills, chills, kills!
This final class trial is going to be slattered in pitch black despair. Climaximum sorrow.
That's fine.
You're right. This is the final class trial, and this time it'll be fair. How strange. What do you mean, this time? Stop with all that slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know.
Unbelievable.
If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the Tyria every year. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square.
Today,
And I'll make sure everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than the hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious drivel. Begin the trial already. Sure, let's begin the trial already. I've been waiting for you. I'll be waiting for you down below.
guys.
So don't try and run away. Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Whatever.
In the name of my family.
This will be over in no time. With an something confidence, Byakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. I don't like that. Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator.
Hey,
They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other.
however,
But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
however,
Well, you can tell us all about it soon. At the class trial. You're right. I'm ready.
so...
Ready to win, right? Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. I started making my way toward the opening. Step by step toward the gaping maw. I resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body. I finally, on steady legs, I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. Without warning, it began to descend. Deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper, deeper still. Deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper it fell. Good Christ. I closed my eyes and sight fell away. All sound too disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later? I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. Oh Lord. This is the final trial site? What do you think? Isn't it just the perfect background for deciding a person's fate? It's the long-awaited last stage, the always exciting final boss battle. And I'm gonna sit on this one. I'll just sit right here in the vacant 16th seat.
Thrills, chills,
Well then, let's begin! Monokuma's gonna be part of it now. Oh god. Okay. So, now I'm gonna end it. Thank you everybody so much for watching. We're now at the final class trial. I cannot wait to be done with this game. As much as I loved it, it's just so god freaking long. So long. But I mean, you can't find many games that are long like this anymore. So I appreciate it. I love it, but it's just taking so much time out of me, and it's kind of very very hard to not look at spoilers. Anyway, thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you and sticked with me this far. This is all going to be on a playlist, and it's going to stay here forever. What the? Why did you start playing? The video on my phone just started playing, and I did not touch it. How long was it playing? Probably for a long time. Anyway, thank you ever so much for watching. Again, subscribe if you want. It don't matter. I would love if you would, though, but do whatever. Share it around. Tell your friends to take a look at this if they can't play it for themselves. And I will see every single one of you in the final class trial.